Hello and welcome to this mid-morning, late morning, actually, taste challenge. We have two American blended whiskeys blended at an 80-20 blend ratio. All right. Now, one of them is really, it's T.W. Samuels. I bought this years ago at Winn-Dixie. It was $8.99, but you can find it cheaper, but I didn't know that at the time. You can get it for even $6.99 at some stores, but it's not worth really shopping around, but you can do it. Choice blended whiskey, notice. A distinctive blend. A choice blended whiskey that possesses the character and taste a connoisseur desires and expects from a great whiskey. Well, they're saying it's a great whiskey for such a low price. And there's a crest on the back with a lion, 3 fleur-de-lis, all kind of bunting or whatever. T.W. Samuels, every drop contains Kentucky whiskey. That's the truth. Kentucky whiskey is our business. Established 1844. That is no lie or no deception. The trademark, I checked, 1844, U.S. Trademark Office, 1844. T.W. Samuels, a real person. Now, there's a label inside a label. Here's the old label in the corner. And then it's inside the current label. Most of the blended whiskey labels these days, you notice they're drab, like yellow or linen or tan. Not tan, not even tan, just like khaki maybe. I don't know why that is. Maybe because the product's drab and they want to reflect what you're getting. Now, Kentucky Bow has a green label. That's coming up, but most of them don't. All right, T.W. Samuels, registered United States Patent Office, like I said, 1844. It says T.W. Samuels Distillery, Bardstown, Nelson County, Kentucky. Well, not exactly. It's owned by Heaven Hill. If you see the white label of this, same design, but it's white, not yellowish. That's the straight bourbon, which I could buy, but I got so many. I could have bought it in Mississippi on a road trip. Then it says in the little red label, established since 1844, T.W. Samuels Kentucky blended whiskey, blended and distilled T.W. Samuels distilled. So it's the same label, but it's a different design. Okay, all right. 20% Kentucky straight whiskey. So 20% of this is Kentucky straight whiskey. What is it? Corn whiskey? Well, it could be, because this same company makes mellow corn. And mellow corn is a Kentucky straight whiskey. It's 100 proof, but no big deal. I could just add water, bring it down to 80 proof. That's very basic for a company like this. Big family-owned company, been in business since 1933. They could be using Evan Williams. Probably are using Evan Williams straight bourbon. You say, well, couldn't they just be using T.W. Samuels straight bourbon? Well, they could be, yes. Or the 100 proof. There's 100 proof. Let's see, there's three. I think there's 3 different colors. The black label, the white label, the yellow label. There might be a green label. I don't know. But we get this here. We get the yellow label. And it's really popular in the Florida parishes. Not really popular around here. And in the upriver parishes, like St. James Parish is the real big default blended whiskey. Around here, down toward New Orleans, is the same company, Heaven Hill, but it's Quality House Heaven Hill Kentucky blended whiskey. That's the big one around here. And everybody sells the Heaven Hill Kentucky blended whiskey. In fact, they got every bottle size you could imagine. The handle, the liter, 750, 375, 200, 100. I don't recall seeing the 50 milliliter. Here's the competitor. Well, this is really the control group. Royale Club. It's Royale Club versus everybody. Royale Club. I was tempted to call Sazerac, but I didn't do it. I didn't want to bother him. I was too embarrassed to ask him, hey, could you tell me when Royale Club was introduced? I can't find a trademark. There may not be a trademark for it. Wait a minute. That's why I can't find a trademark. It's not trademark. It doesn't say anywhere registered trademark. Oh, well, you like that. So, well, I'm not going to say too much. I don't want somebody to steal their thing. Well, there's your answer then. Okay. But I bet you this has been around so long. We proudly display for your recognition, our crest of excellence. Its presence is your assurance of a superior blend of whiskeys. En grand seigneur, a grand symbol showing a lion, just like this one, a shield, a knight's helmet, two crowns, and then in the background there's yellow RC, Royale Club. Royale Club is an entity derived by blending several superbly refined straight whiskeys and grain neutral spirits, each having a special quality of its own, together to achieve a harmonious marriage of these qualities. Thus is created a perfect whiskey which possesses sparkling clarity, mild taste, dot, 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 and more. Not three dots, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Geary, are you listening? All right. 80% grain neutral spirits. No age statement, no age statement, no age statement. Okay. This has been bothering me to no end. I can't find a trademark date. And again, there is none because it's not trademarked. Well, what do you know? They probably figure ain't nobody going to steal that. And they're probably right. Okay. Gold cap. Brown, gold. Brown and gold with beige in the background or khaki. Kind of like a 1980 Buick. Buick or Sabre. All right. This thing hissed when I opened it. When they get real low, it fills up with a, when the volume gets real low, it fills up with gas. When you pop the cap, it'll psh. Now I loved T.W. Samuels. No. But it's not terrible. You know, I haven't hated it. That's the end of it. That's it. We're finishing T.W. Samuels. This must end. So that's the end of T.W. Samuels. Would I like to get the bottle and bond and the straight one? Well, I'd like to be getting everything, but you know, it's not possible. You just can't do it. It starts to become like this exercise in futility is what it is, because you cannot get every bourbon. There's so many bourbons on the market, hundreds and hundreds of brands. You know, very expensive, moderate, moderately expensive, premium priced, below premium, and then in this case, things like this budget. Is there a Royale Club straight bourbon? I don't think so, but I wouldn't be shocked if they had it either. I mean, let's be honest, Sazerac is a bit of a shadowy company, and they don't list everything that they sell, like Old Charter. There's more than one, and well, they do list the Mongolian oak and that other one, French oak, whatever. But there's like a benchmark, old number 8, McAfee's. There's so many different benchmarks. The regular benchmark, everybody gets that. Okay, we get it here, 80 proof, aged 3 years, and all of that business. But they got benchmark bottled and bond. You're not going to see that on the website. They got benchmark, like different oak treatments, Japanese oak, Caribbean oak, and so forth. So you might say, hey, well, in my town, you might tell me, in my town, it says Royale Club straight bourbon whiskey, aged 3 years or age 4. Hey, I wouldn't be totally shocked. I'd be a little surprised, but I wouldn't be totally shocked, especially when you're dealing with Sazerac. Well, they're both amber, actually, so the color won't matter. I'm glad I don't have to have my eyes closed. I might call Sazerac and say, when was Royale Club introduced? They might not even know. They might say, well, we have it. Because they were wrong on Ancient Age. If you look on their website, they say Ancient Age has been on the market since 1946. And I told them it wasn't 1946, it was 1936. And the lady was like, oh, really? Do you have any evidence about that? I said, yeah, quite a bit, actually. For instance, the United States Patent Office, Trademark Bureau, whatever, of the Patent Office, it showed even like the date, the month and the date when the trademark was adopted for Ancient Age. And it was 1936, not 46. And then I found old advertisements, newspaper advertisements, from internet photos. And where you could see where they cut the ad out and the date was on the ad and it was said 1936, 1938, 1940, and so forth. Ancient Age. I said, what? That's about as clear cut of evidence you could provide. But they never did anything. They kept it wrong on the website. So it's just aggravating. I wish these companies would give you the full information, but they don't. Okay. They typically don't. Some do, like St. Arnold Brewing Company in Texas. They're very precise. They're kind of like detail-oriented like myself. Each beer they make gives you the ingredients, when it was introduced, did it have a previous name? If so, they'll tell you that. Does their website have fancy graphics with, like movies and all of these things? No, it's really just text with some little low-tech photos. But that doesn't matter. It's the information that's important, and that does matter to me. So keep up the good work, St. Arnold. Sazerac, y'all got a lot of work to do. Their website is nice, but it's so inadequate. Same thing with Heaven Hill. Sazerac got a nicer website than Heaven Hill, but they're more updated. Heaven Hill probably come out with a new one. Might be out today. Who knows? My record so far: Royale Club versus everybody. 3 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. Not good, is it? No. Why is it so bad? Because Royale Club is like everything else. It tastes like all the other blended whiskeys in the market. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but it does in a general way, meaning that it's so indistinctive. Now, when I first was trying it, I was saying, oh, this nutty walnut oil, pecan oil flavor, it's gonna really help me. But as I started doing taste challenges, I don't detect it. So So the price, yeah, for these two, on the low end, $6.99, on the high end, $9.99, and I wouldn't go above that. $6.99 to $9.99. For we talking about regular size, standard size bottle. Mm-hmm. Maybe, and I mean maybe, the one here has that strange Heaven Hillian honeydew melon thing. I don't know what the story is with Heaven Hill. I mean, I know the story, but not the story with the honeydew melon. I don't know why so many of their blended whiskeys have this honeydew aroma and taste. Now, you might say, well, honeydew is a nice melon. It has a pleasant flavor. It tastes good. A lot of people eat it. You see it in fruit salads, ambrosia. You see it at the buffet at various hotels. Yeah, that's true. But why is it why is the whiskey tasting like that? See, that's the strange thing. Let's go with the taste. So an aroma, there's no difference really. Appearance, they're both copper or amber, so that's not going to help me. But I wouldn't want to use aroma as a deciding factor anyway. I want it to be a taste challenge, not a, I looked at it. but I already knew which, you know, they're the same. But if one was really dark, one was light, that wouldn't prove anything. Okay. The question is, can I tell one from the other in a blind taste test? The answer is probably going to be doubtful. Uh-oh. Did I just pick up some pecan or walnut oil? I think I did. With a creamy nougat and maybe vanilla. Okay. That's a good start. Unfortunately, this one tastes just like that. Some of the nut oils, some sugar, almost like that creamulated, not granulated, but I don't know what you call it, creamulated sugar, like what you get with those Cadbury cream eggs. It's like a semi-solid, or like an icing. What about wood, oak? Let's see. A little bit of that, yes. Yes, a little bit of oak. Is it charcoal? Yeah, but it's probably used barrels. Could be from years, and you say, well, yeah, it could be from like 1991. These companies are not going to waste these barrels. Go and read. Scotland, and they reuse them over there. They call them casks in Scotland. Ireland, Canada, they don't waste these barrels. They reuse them in America to make blended whiskey and just regular whiskey, like early times. Let's see. Heaven Hill acquires Sam Surrey. Oh, I already read that. Let's see. Brands. Y'all always asking for age statement. No children is interested in Heaven Hill. Okay. You heard that good English. No children is interested. Well, you know, I do that on purpose. I purposely speak incorrectly. Carolyn's Irish Cream. I didn't know Carolyn's was owned by Heaven Hill. Boy, y'all little tricksters. Irish Mist liqueur. These guys are buying everybody too. Let's see. Product specifications. Blended whiskey. Brand name. Heaven Hill, that's the one we get around here. Kentucky Deluxe. No, but I know I've seen it around out of state. But it's you know what though? I think maybe Total Wine sells it in Metairie, Louisiana. I've already had it. Philadelphia Blend. No, we don't get that. T.W. Samuels, we get that. Blended whiskey. They also make Aristocrat. Never seen it. Clubhouse. Got a bottle. Country Gentleman. Never seen it. Distillers Pride. Never seen it. Guggenheimer. Surely never seen that. Howler's Reserve. Nope. J.W. Dant, Charcoal Perfected, Special Blend, got a bottle. Kentucky Bow, got a bottle, bought it in Mississippi, never seen it in Louisiana. But then there's Kentucky Bow Green. See, there's Kentucky Bow, and there's Kentucky Bow Green. The Kentucky Bow is black. That's the thing that's got me confused. What's the black? What is the difference between the black label and the green label? Kentucky Gold Spirit. Kentucky Gold, yeah. They sell that in Baton Rouge. Mattingly and Moore. I never heard of Mattingly and Moore. Old Mill. Paul Jones. Private Seller. Quality House. Well, we don't get Quality House. We get Quality House Heaven Hill. Royal Spirit. Royal Spirit. Oh, Royal. Quality House 70 proof. That's the doggone one I bought. I felt ripped off. 70 proof. That's not even qualifying as a real bourbon or a blended whiskey. Oh, I was aggravated. But it's too late now. I'm not driving back to Texarkana, Arkansas. Oh. Wilson. See what I'm saying? This company makes so many products. Well, let's go with bourbon over here. I want to check on something with bourbon. I'm sorry to hold y'all up. But let's see. Kentucky Bow. Let's hit bourbon. If you click the word bourbon, it'll bring up all these other brands. Bluff Springs Bourbon, 90 proof. I ain't never heard of that. Cabin Still. Oh, I know where to find that. Clubhouse, straight bourbon. I never heard of it. I've heard of Clubhouse Blended. Echo Spring. Nope. JTS Brown. I think I know where to find that. JW Dan Bonded. I haven't seen that. Kentucky Deluxe White Bourbon. White Label Bourbon. No, I haven't seen that. Mellow Bourbon. Mellow Bourbon, not Mellow Corn. Mellow Bourbon. I never heard that. I heard that. T.W. Samuels, 100 proof. I knew 100 proof. I knew it. I knew it. And then the 80 proof. See, there's the 100 proof and the 80 proof and the blended that we're doing today. There's Virginia Bourbon, which I bet ain't from Virginia. But no Kentucky Bow. Well, I guess Kentucky Bow is only in the black label and the green label blended, but I don't know why they've got two different labels. It could be aging. Could be aging. Probably is aging. Might be filtering. Claude Diamond says, message retracted. Man, I wish I could find all the messages I retracted and wish people hadn't seen them. You know what I mean? All right. But sometimes it's too late. Sweet, vanilla, a little bit of oak. I guess the sweetness from corn. I don't know. Well, if you want a whiskey that tastes like sugar, I mean sugar, like a sugary drink, a little bit of oak and maybe, like I said, a nougat, this might work. It's going to be very mild. It's very mild. There's no off flavors. It doesn't taste bad. People might say, oh, these products are horrible. They're horrible. But when you think about it, you say, well, what's horrible about sugar? The person saying that going to turn right around and drink sweet tea with their KFC. It's like, well, you're drinking sweet tea. Oh yeah, but that's tea. Well, it's sugary. I'm telling you, man, these things are so. I think I must have been sleepwalking, and I woke up and I mixed the same bourbon, blended whiskey in two different bottles. I think I was sleepwalking. That's amazing. So which one of these would I pick? Neither, because I've already had them. But you know what I'm saying? Theoretically, I guess I'd buy whatever one was cheaper. If it was a penny difference, I'd buy. So if one was $6.99 and the other one was $7 even, I've never seen anything for $7 even. You know, it's always $6.99, $7.49, $7.99. I'd save a penny because I'm telling you, these are so even. It's like, let me try my best to tell them apart. I'll give it one last shot. Because remember now, I got 3 wins, 3 losses, and a tie. The tie was because I said, I know I can't tell them apart, and I'm not going to try. It's not possible. And if I get it right, it's going to be luck of the draw. And I don't want to guess on luck of the draw. 50-50 shot. I want to guess because I know it or I don't know it. You know what I mean? Do you get the grain neutral spirits? You get that in a sense that they're like corn liquor. It's like corn. Corn, 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 corn. Then the more elaborate flavors come from the straight bourbon, if they're using straight bourbon. Because like I said, Heaven Hill could be using mellow corn, but I don't think they're doing it. But they could be. I just don't think they are. I have no way of supporting that contention. Man, this is tough. Now, people might say, you're just going to call it a tie every time. That way it's not a win or a loss. And then you could just say it's even and you don't hurt your record. I could do that, but that would be a dirty practice. I'm not going to do it. Although this could be called a tie. It's close. I mean, it's really close. But on the other hand, maybe this is very questionable. But perhaps, maybe, possibly, I'm getting a little of that honeydew melon thing I was talking about with Heaven Hill on this one. Now, we got a 3-year age versus 4-year or older. Is that going to make a difference? Could. Age 3 years, Samuels. Royale Club, age 4 years or more, because there's no age statement. It may have to be age 4 years or more. I'm going to say this, the Samuels, I wouldn't pay more or less for it. They even. As far as quality, flavor, enjoyment level, the same. You say, I want a really good blended whiskey. Well, then get Seagram 7 Crown. You're not going to get it for $9.99, but you could probably get it for $11.99 if you look around. They'll have sales. People, different stores will run discounts on it. You just got to, if you get the newspaper, I do still get the newspaper, that thing that's made out of paper and you read it. And they'll have sales, and sometimes they'll say, 7 Crown. Usually it's the handle though they got on sale. But they'll have it, and it'll kill these. It'll destroy these. But it beats everything else anyway, so nobody got a chance against it. But then, of course, you're going to pay more for it. But that makes sense. Okay. I got it. Well, these tags are a little different. When I looked through this one, it looked like the smaller tag, which I know was the Royale Club. And I think that either consciously, subconsciously, or a combination of the two tipped me off more than the flavor. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to still call it a tie. I'm not going to take the credit for a win. I'm not. Just the split second that I glanced at that tag, put something in my mind that I could have kept quiet. I could have said, don't mention it. They won't know. But I got to do this with a good conscience. So I'm going to say a tie. And I gotta have to be careful not to glance at those tags because they're not the same length. So we got 3 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. I'm gonna call it that. 3, 3, and 2. It's getting worse, isn't it? Well, it could be getting worse, but I could have losses instead of ties. So I'm not gonna take the credit for getting it right. Did I guess it on flavor? Maybe. But I think I got tipped off by that tag being a little smaller. And I got to make sure I don't glance at the tag. So I'm going to say no. It was a tie. You couldn't really tell them apart. I think with Kentucky Bow and Charcoal Perfected and some of these other treacherous Heaven Hill brands that aren't up to the level of the TW Samuels, I will be able to tell them apart. And I'm going to be careful not to glance at the tag. I couldn't read the tag. You can't see the writing, but it's just the size was slightly different. And so that's why I don't want to take credit. So, yeah. Old Thompson, When we go into Sazerac, yeah, I'll be able to tell that apart. Clubhouse, I should be able to get that right because Clubhouse is a weird flavored product. Doesn't taste bad. It's not stomach turning or like offensive or anything like that, but it tastes strange. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'll get that. That'll be a snap. Grand Legacy from Sazerac for CVS Pharmacy. So another one that tastes strange. So I think I'll be able to get those. So I think Kentucky Bow, Charcoal Perfected, Old Thompson, which is just a higher grade of product, I believe. I don't really know that. I think it's only aged 3 years. No, let me take that back. I'm not sure. It might be 4 years. Grand Legacy, Country Club. I'm sorry, Clubhouse. Clubhouse. So that's 5 right there. I think that's going to be 5 wins. I really do think. So I think right now we're 3 wins, 3 losses, 2 ties, 3, 3, and 2. But I think after the next week it's going to be 8, 3, and 2. 8, 3, and 2. Well, I can live with that. I can live with that. All right. So thanks for watching. I'll try to do a better job Tuesday. I'm sorry, today is Tuesday. I meant to say Thursday. But the bottom line is that Royale Club is just not standing out. It's good. Like my friend David said, I'd buy it. I wouldn't make a big deal out of it, but I'd buy it. It's a interesting old style label. Something you might have seen in the 1950s, but I wasn't alive in the 50s. I was barely alive in the 1960s, so it really wouldn't have been part of my existence. But it is now. I got it in my hand. So yeah, if you see it, like I did for $6.99 of all prices, yeah, buy it. You're not going to go wrong, but don't expect that it's going to be some standout. There's no way you're going to drink that and think, oh, this is unique. It's so much different than what I've been experiencing. No, it ain't unique, and it's not different. The labeling, yeah, it's strange, different, unique, quaint. Let's say quaint. But the rest of the product is just same old story. So, which is not a bad story, but it's not any kind of thing that's something you want to chase down. So, but that could be said for many of these. So, yeah, all right, that's it. We'll try again Thursday with Kentucky Bow. I think it's been on the market since what, 1950? 1950. I've got the green label. Don't have the black label. Don't have the bottled and bond version. No, never mind. I'm thinking of Samuel's. I don't have the black label, which has got to be a different aging. Ugh, it's gonna drive me crazy. All right, thanks everybody.